All right, gentlemen, there's no lady at this time, so I want to welcome um, our leaders who are here, Mr. Anthony Trinidad, Mr. Joel Antigua, and Mr. N4, our director over there in France, and our national executive director, national executive direct, coordinator there in um, Cameroon, Mr. Meto, I think I see him there, and Mr. Francis Taylor. All right. I would like to welcome those of you who are, and please, if you can mute your mic. Yes, mute your mic, please, so that we don't have the disturbance. All right. Now, for the update on the membership and coin, we have 3,741 members, and we have sold 126,952 coins. Now, that is not really impressive, but it is remarkable under the circumstances. Now, we had 10 million coins available to be sold at 25 cents. As we go into the second round, that 10 million becomes less than 5 million now, since we have already started. So that's how it goes. So we have, as we enter the second round in a week, a couple of days from now, it will be less coins available. All right, so that's the update on the coin and the membership. The strategic plan for mass adoption, I have sent that out into the group today for your perusal. I mean, a couple minutes ago, actually. That caption, the TACC Dream Team, second round of public sales. So there will be bonuses given out for persons that maintain basically a weekly volume of 500 US or 1,000 TACC weekly. And so if you're able to create that volume within 1 week, then you will be on the chart or in that Dream Team forum. It's a forum that I will have to create as people will have meet that criteria, so that they can be rewarded. And how it works, for example, I think I can share my screen now. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Okay, that's what he says. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm sharing the right thing here. Okay, good. So I believe that you can see my my screen. Can you see my screen, Mr.? Can anybody see the screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, good. All right. Good. Yes. So what we have here, TACC Dream Team, investors must sell minimum of 500 or 1,000 TACC and above weekly to enter and earn bonus. And so what you'll find here now is that we will create our the database for this, and admin will be assigned to basically collect the information. And so if number one, week one, when we started out, the first week, or we have 13 weeks actually in the second round, 13 or 14 weeks in the second round. And so let's say in week one, X or Y met 500 and above, then they will get 10%. Now, if at week 2 we have Harry made that criteria to be to qualify, not because it's the second week he get 12%. No, because it is his first time of qualifying, he will receive 10%. All right. So that is how that will work, and more clarification will be given. I put it in the group so persons can have a look at it and also critique it, so that when it goes out, everybody will have an idea as to what that is. Now, how do I? Let me go back now. How do I? Did I stop share my screen? I hope I did. I think I did, right? My screen is not being shared, correct?
I'm still seeing the screen.
You are still seeing my screen. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay, good. Yes. I'm learning. Now I stop sharing the screen. Good. Quite interesting, Mr. Moan. All right, and so our Fiat. Somebody is making noise. Who's that? Please mute your mic. I don't see anybody here. Please mute your mic. Also, the Fiat payment, we're still working on that. I'm supposed to be having a second meeting with the programmers to see what we need to interface our back office with theirs. And trust me, it is an amazing system. And so not only will you be able to get a physical or a virtual debit card, but you will be able, in addition, to upload monies to that account and card, buy your Bitcoins and send to TACC wallet. Vice versa, you can reverse the Bitcoin and cash out through that wallet system or debit card system. Plus, they have a host of other services that we will definitely use. Mr. Mon, was on the call. I don't know if you want to add anything here, Mr. Anthony, because you and I was on that call.
Okay, well, it is still in its preliminary stages, but it is very attractive. The services that they are offering goes way beyond what we were thinking. Not only that, but it will be able to make our coin very spendable and very usable when we achieve the soft target, the 2.5 million. Right. We will be able to cash out. We will be able to send from person to person. We will be able to load the debit card.
Can you raise your volume a little bit?
Okay. Are you hearing me better now?
Raise your volume a little bit. Go on.
Yeah. Yeah. What about this?
Okay,
yeah.
Go on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a whole lot of services that we are expecting. We are negotiating right now, but when that happens, it will turn our coin into a dream coin. Because what people want most is to be able to use their coin. So when we reach that soft cap and our coin is certified, we can do a lot more with it. All right. But when that time comes, we will advise people as to exactly what is happening. So there is something to look forward to with respect to the whole crypto and fiat relationship, so that we will be able to use our debit card in order to purchase Bitcoins and in order to purchase TACC coins. that is my contribution for the time being.
Thank you very much. All right, our TV and radio update, that is should be testing next week sometimes, and so we will definitely need to have a meeting of the planning and policy group in next week coming up to streamline our radio and television program. I only basically put, I think that will go for the television program, even though some of it can also go for the radio. But I only did, did what I did for an example, a starting point, a point of reference, so that Mr. what is named, our technical advisor there, Mr. Goodman, can actually take it from there. All right. As you know, that a new admin has been introduced, and so that will allow persons who don't know how to credit their TACC wallet but have Bitcoin around the globe to send it to that admin. There are two technicalities, like today I overlook a small a small inclusion in that information that went out, and that is if you have Bitcoin in your TACC wallet and you wanted to send it to the admin to buy TACC for someone, the admin must give you his username, and so that was not on the document. But if you're just sending Bitcoin to TACC wallet from another ordinary Bitcoin wallet, then you would not need that username. But the technicality is, once you have the Bitcoin in your wallet and you want to send it to another TACC wallet, you have to have the person's username, yes, of the recipient. All right. Madam Joy, yes, we want to welcome Madam Joy to our leadership group, and of course she holds the position of events, design, culture, food security, sports. Actually, sports supposed to be there, and rural and urban development. So could you please Mr. Bishop and Madam Jones, could you please mute yourself? Bishop, please mute yourself.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, could you please mute yourself, please? Okay. So where were we now? Right, so I was talking about the portfolio there, and that should be a portfolio that is reflected in all the local executives. You might have, I'm not too sure if anybody carries any of the portfolio that is mentioned in hers. Maybe events, I'm not too sure. So please ensure that all the local executive has somebody that reflects Madam Joy's portfolio. Number 8, director's report. I did get something from Mr. our leader over there in Uganda. Should I not be able to share my screen? Let me just share it quickly here. I'm now maneuvering this thing for the first time, sharing screen and all that stuff. Is asking me now for what? Is not automatically share new items now. Why did I put that? Okay, I guess I have to have a document. It doesn't allow me to share directly from my from my email, it seems like. So let me can I cancel that? You know, this is my first time using this shit thing, you know. No, I don't think I haven't started sharing it. That's right. Okay. Our leader there from Uganda, Pastor Owari, he basically reported that the Uganda has come to stay and move amidst the lockdown. TACC is penetrating among many people as we talk about leadership in Uganda. Some of the very people whom I appointed had their own expectations. Some are moving with TACC's vision and mission steadily. Well, especially in the up country, in the cities and towns, people are reserved for a reason of what has been happening before the cryptocurrency. All right. And of course, model of expanding TACC. Majority, we have been using social media, our phones, our contacts. Okay, investment and sending Bitcoin. They said that they're getting Bitcoin is not an issue there in Uganda. TACC leadership. They spoke about persons who they are looking to appoint. They also mentioned the training that took place in East Africa with our director, Awel Greatness Corporation. As a leader, I see Uganda needs to be a part of the global movement. So Uganda is open and ready to work with the regional bloc of TACC East Africa Executive. For this creates a sense of working in unity, not in isolation. All right, yes. East Africa do not have a regional executive yet. I have to see who is really demonstrating leadership within those countries. Due to lockdown, the registration is not as we expected, and of course, all of us know that the registration has been affected. Okay, so that is Uganda's report, since they always have issues. Okay, so we go now to Madam Joan. We also want to welcome you. I think is it our first meeting after your appointment? I'm not too sure, but we really want to thank you for your leadership. We want to thank you for the way how you have supported Bishop while he was leading Nigeria. And
thank you, sir.
And I must say, I am really pleased the way how you took over. And you assess all the soldiers to make sure that those who should wear the stripes are wearing them. And as you said, we don't want any arms to a general. And so it was quite enlightening and refreshing. Report to the house.
Thank you, sir. Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. I am pleased to be in your midst. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I kind of like just trying to put the house in order and kind of like get acquainted with them more on a personal basis than ever before. You know, so I had to organize a 7 days meeting with each zone. Okay, sorry, 6 days meeting with each of the regions to be able to access them, how far they've gone, so that I will know how to, you know, come in and know what to do from there. And at the end of the meeting, I've been able to come out with my own report, and now I know what to do. Now, what I plan on ground, just like I wrote, is a training, because I discovered that some people are actually willing to do this TACC, you know, to promote TACC, but they don't even know how to pass the information, the message of TACC across. So I have decided to put together a training program, and in that training program, they won't just be trained. I am also putting together a downloadable training materials that at the course of the training, every participant will have to, can download the materials that will be made available so that in their various states and locations, they can just use their laptop and download it into their laptop and use it for seminar. All they just have to do is, during the training, they'll be trained and told what the materials, what is in the material, so that they will be able to pass the same information across to people. So we'll just convert the training into PowerPoint that people can just download into their laptops and use it for local government seminars and state seminars, and all they just have to do is add their own information. So that is just a basis of where to start. And those downloadable materials will also contain the vision, the mission of TACC, and all that, because some people don't even really understand the mission of TACC. So everything required to train them in preparation to storm the marketplace, I am putting together. So I'm going to work together with my deputy and some other key officers, and I'll be also consulting Bishop too, where I'll have to, climb the shoulders of our fathers and things like that. So I thought I put the training out there. People get trained, download the materials, they can use it in their various seminars, in their local states. So that is before the
somebody came in.
Just seminars. Chat them. I believe. You just agree with me.
One moment there, Joan. We're having some competing. Somebody's competing. I'm not too sure who it is. Okay, go on. Okay.
So I told you, but I want to use government.
Okay, I think
yeah.
I think it's your connection. But I think we heard what we reported. I just want you to okay. You know that on the lecture, you're responsible for it, and so you allow what you're doing. However, we need that information to be standardized in your community. I also want you to at South Africa, they created manual already, and so you might need information and see how we can bring it together. All right, thank you.
Okay.
So you can everybody from your end, you just need to look for the control. You can.
There seems to be an echo.
Yes, somebody is listening to you and have their mic open, so it is and it's feeding back into your mic. So you need to get them all to mute all of them. Mute everybody.
Everybody's mute. Okay, no, this person. Okay. All right. So everybody is. All right. So let's take Mr. Anthony. Come forward.
Unmuted. That's what we see there. That mic is still unmuted. That is why we see it.
Huh?
That mic that we're seeing on the screen right now is still unmuted.
Who is that? Is that Joan? Madam Joan, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic when you come on, please.
You see this on the screen? That's
Who is Embatingling? I mean, I have from my end it is muted.
This is Madam Helena.
Well, Madam Helena. Every week telling. And I don't. It's really a bother. There.
Ladies need not. We should. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I don't see.
Oh, I really don't know why.
Okay, I think I've done it. Okay. All right then. Go on, Mr. Go on, Mr. Anthony. Are you there?
Yes, you hear me?
Okay, go on.
Okay. Well, I've been doing a lot of work in Trinidad, using social media, using my phone, just like the person reported from the one that sent you. And I've been getting a lot of feedback. Now, we have a problem with buying Bitcoins. I've been able to solve part of it because the main problem that I was experiencing was we were buying from CoinMama.com, and CoinMama uses their system requires the card and PIN on your credit card. The bank I was using did not have that card and PIN. So that what I am doing is getting people who want to purchase to actually open accounts with CoinMama so they can go on and buy their own Bitcoins. Because individuals that sell Bitcoins here are charging a premium for it. Whereas our currency is 6.7 Trinidad dollars to $1 US. People who selling Bitcoins sell it at $8 for $1 US in Bitcoins. So it's a premium. So that is causing us some delay. But I have a lot of people who are interested, and hence my reason for being very, very concerned about us having the credit card option. Because I have people right now who will pull their credit card and be able to purchase. I have people who want to, but they are objecting to paying $8 for a US dollar worth of Bitcoin, right? And one of them is an accountant, and we're talking about people who have a lot of influence. I am talking to groups, organizations in Trinidad that are very black conscious, and to be quite honest, I am using the Africa connection because people in Trinidad identify with Africa. All right, we have people like deceased George Padmore, who was very, very close to Africa, right? Our Prime Minister visited in just before COVID. He went to Kenya and he was celebrated across there, and he had talks with the government there, the president and the government, about opening up air transport between Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and Africa. So I know that there is that sentiment, and I will be approaching our Prime Minister through ministers that I am familiar with, ministers who know me. All right, so I'm going to go after the government to show them that we are doing something that can help. It's common to what they want to achieve.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to thank you there out of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Anthony Mon. Let's go to France. Mr. N4, our French interpreter and coordinator of the French countries, Mr. N4, please have your say.
Good evening, House. Thank you for being here again. Okay, let me go direct to the point. The report over here.
Increase your volume, please.
The registration.
Increase your volume.
I am at the maximum. Can you hear me now?
I guess you're okay. You might need to take your camera off then, so you can go closer to the speaker. Yes.
Okay. So the report here first. The registration are going very. I am putting in place some strategies. I say I because my assistant's wife just gave birth, so he's quite busy.
Yeah, you need to take your camera off. It's take your camera off. It is interfering with your signal, with your strength. Okay, go on.
Yes. Okay, I was talking about registration going on very well here. Strategies put in place is that in social media, getting also directly, and then we are advising people as well to those that have opened their account on TACC. We are training them to open their account themselves and helping them also open Bitcoin account so that they can trade by themselves. Thirdly, we are sending emails to leaders in churches and Africa communities over here. And since the government have started allowing us to gather again, this is the good news there, is that we have already touched some people by email, by social medias, also by letters. So we are just waiting the time that we can gather, and then we can organize a quite nice seminars and information giving. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. How is the French groups coming? Burundi, Togo. What is your feedback?
Okay, I have the Burundi that is very dynamic. The Burundi leader, Mr. Bernard, is very dynamic, getting especially youth on board. So we have built a team of youth that he is managing there, and they are doing very well. And Togo, I have not had any feedback from Togo. Togo and
have you spoken with either leaders?
Togo, no. I have spoken with Mr. Bernard very often. We are speaking.
Okay. Okay. Well, please do me a favor and inquire of them what are the challenges, because I don't speak French, and sometimes the deputy sometimes used to connect with me, but since I allow you to oversee and to coordinate those French countries because you interpret for them, so please find out what is happening there in Togo. Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Cameroon, Mr. Metro, Kingston.
Okay.
But I wrote this like a while back. So
Yes, Mr. Metro.
like I just
Yeah, Mr. Metro there. Okay, let's move on to well, we want to welcome Mr. Joel Carr. Mr. Joel Carr is the Assistant National Coordinator in Antigua. He just recently, where did he go now? Just recently appointed. I think this is his first meeting with the body. And so we want to welcome you, sir. Unmute yourself and greet the house. I think I mute you as well from, okay, yes, you're here. Let me see if okay, okay. Yes, yes, go on. Mr. Carr, can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, yes, go on. Greet the house. Yes, we're hearing you. No, well.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, go on. Greet the house.
Yeah, I bring greetings to the house, Tiashan. Yes, my name is Joel Carr from Antigua. I bring greetings to the house, Tiashan.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Just go on. Just tell us what you know. Tell us what plans.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Oh yes,
yes. Go
yes.
on.
Sorry, I wasn't here. I wasn't hearing. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
just
hearing
speak.
now. Yes.
Just speak. We're
Yes.
hearing you.
In Antigua, as Mr. Abundance would have indicated, I just came on board. As it pertains to Antigua, we would have had in our parliament debates taking place currently on a digital assets bill. I would be in the process of getting a copy of the last debate to share with Mr. Abundance. He should probably have that sometime this evening or
Thank
tomorrow.
you. Thank you.
I already have it, but it's a copy from our local station, so it's like about 5 gigs MP4 recording. So I'm just uploading it to my OneDrive so that I could send you a link to see it. So far as purchasing bitcoins, most of the issues expressed by Trinidad will also seem to be an issue. Mr. Abundance did put me on to a local contact, so I'm in the process of actually purchasing some coins from him. But his rate in Antigua is 2.7. We usually use for US. He's charging 2.9. As his add-on, and he's using his credit card to make his to do his transaction. So that's 2.9 is on top of his charges from that his credit card would incur. So it's a little expensive. I guess we have to still continue to look for another avenue to make purchases of bitcoins locally. I did check out the Coin Mama route, and I also realized that you do need a verification PIN before the transaction itself is complete. I did go through the process of setting that up with my bank, and I got it to work, but the local banks are not exactly cryptocurrency friendly at the moment, so we're still working on that. We've started to share the word out, started to get acquainted with everything TACC. So in the time to come, you'll be hearing a lot more from Antigua as it pertains to TACC. And
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. And of course, I actually created a TACC Caribbean group, so all the leaders in the region can brainstorm, which is very good. That Trinidad, Bahamas, and the Virgin Islands. All right, thank you very much, is Mr. Metro up? Is he on now? Is he there? Okay, let's go to. I think I saw Mr. Taylor earlier. Is Mr. Taylor still on? Is Mr. Taylor there?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, greetings. Welcome.
Yes. As I pointed out to you, Mr. Abundance, this week I selected our Corporate Director of Social Services and Philanthropy and Women's Affairs. Her name is Laurel T. Hamilton, and she actually signed up. She signed up yesterday.
Oh, what? Repeat that. Repeat that for me, sir.
Okay. Yeah. This week I appointed the Corporate Director of Social Services and Philanthropy and Women's Affairs for the Bahamas.
Yes, yes.
Her name is Mrs. Laurel T. Hamilton, and she has a bachelor's degree in business administration, and currently she is she works for Kalina Insurance Company here in the Bahamas, one of the largest insurance companies here in the Bahamas. Last week, or I think week before last or last week, we held a training session with Anthony. Anthony did an exceptional job in a training session.
Yes.
It was with members from the Bahamas, from his country, I think Trinidad, and a couple other areas. In fact, 2 people signed up with me from that training program.
That's right.
Yeah, and so I must commend Anthony for what he did for his presentation, which is quite good. And so it just so happens that this particular person fits the bill for Director of Social Services, Philanthropy, and Women's Affairs. So I'm not one to let an opportunity like that pass. So right away I brought it to her attention. She said, sure, absolutely, she'll take it on. So, but one thing though, you can't see who's actually signing up, right? I just see 2 more people were added in my back office, but I don't know who they are unless they tell me. Now, she told me she signed up, so I figure she is one of them.
Yes.
So I don't know what other place it is. It isn't her friend. She had another friend on the call who said she was going to sign up as well. But when she asked her about it, she said, no, I didn't sign up yet. So somebody else signed up. I don't know who it is.
Okay, and then you also know when they invested, eh? There's an icon that shows if they're active or they just signed up.
Right. And so I'm just waiting for her to make a deposit. She's actually doing the verification with Coin Mama.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
All right then. So we want to thank.
And so slowly but surely. Here in the Bahamas, like I said, people. As I said, we're not hurting enough for a lot of people to jump on. Now, actually, what's happening in the States right now is waking up a lot of people. So now people are becoming more conscious and looking for ways in which they can really govern themselves and take matters into their own hands. So hopefully, after this whole thing continue to go on, maybe they'll start to think about ways in which they we can try to lead our own direction. And this is one of them. I sent out several emails today because I had persons who sent me concerns about the rioting, and so I said to them, okay, you want to make a difference? Here is the difference right here, TACC. And so I put it right back on them, so so I'm going to use this opportunity to see if we can just waken some people.
Okay. All right. We want to thank Mr. Taylor for your contribution. We have a regional executive director. I think Mr. Godswill, are you there? I saw you raise your hand previously. Are you there, sir? Okay, that's right. Let me unmute you from my end. I think I've muted you. Okay, go on, sir.
Yes, good evening, House. Good evening, Mr. Abundance.
Good evening.
I just wanted to give my report, then you permit me to exit because I have a meeting in the next 15 minutes with my West African people. I want to thank you, and for about 2 weeks I've been quite down in health, but I thank God I'm back on my feet and the work continues. Before I give my
one moment there. One moment there. Madam, she keeps coming in and coming out. She comes in. It's a disturbance. Yeah, let me mute you from there. Okay, go on, Bishop.
All right. Like the report Mr. Amfor gave concerning Togo, I have actually reached out to Togo. Fortunately, the deputy in Togo,
Yes.
executive coordinator in Togo, and we've been on chat. And I believe as the lockdown is relaxing, they are going to go do more in their mobilization. West Africa is made up of more French-speaking. I think around 70 to 80% of West African countries are French-speaking countries. Although that is not as a challenge, I see it as a way of expanding our horizon more into the French-speaking countries. So I am presently talking with someone in Benin, Mr. Abundance, who gave me the contact. So we are talking, and even today I sent him a reminder. He seemed to have understanding of how cryptocurrency works, and he is presently understudying our white paper.
Is it Benin or Mali?
Hello?
Is it Benin or Mali?
No, Benin. The Mali man had not gotten back to me because there are two persons in Mali. The one I contacted through Facebook and the one you sent me his contact.
Okay.
The one that is showing, the one that is showing more interest is the one I contacted through Facebook. Because what I did when the appointment was given to me was to make an advert on Facebook, and I went to several Facebook groups and dropped a WhatsApp group, which is the one we are going to have a meeting this evening, and many people joined the WhatsApp group. I think I had over 100 persons who joined the WhatsApp group from my Facebook adverts. So the Mali guy is the one that came through Facebook. We've been in touch, and I'm educating him now about cryptocurrency. The one in Benin Republic was the one you sent to me. We've been talking. He is a crypto person, and all things being equal, I believe between now and next week, he's going to come on fully. Now, I also, through Facebook, contacted someone. I also contacted someone in UK who is from Cape Verde. And we are talking, and I'm asking him to either coordinate Cape Verde from the UK or give me a name in Cape Verde that could coordinate Cape Verde for TACC. Unfortunately, he has never had anything about cryptocurrency. Even when I asked him if he had heard about Bitcoin, though he's in the UK, but he has never heard anything about Bitcoin.
Yes.
So we are talking, and he's getting interested. So these three new countries.
Oh, I think we lose Bishop. Bishop, I think we lost you.
How they could come on board and then move TACC forward in their respective countries. I am looking forward to the relaxation of this lockdown, because when the lockdown is fully relaxed, I will take the responsibility of visiting most of these West African countries. I've been there in most of those countries. I will be willing to do that again.
Yeah,
and let me also make a mention on what our brother in Trinidad and Tobago talked about, using the card to buy Bitcoin. Here in Nigeria, we started working on a platform where Nigerians can buy Bitcoin much more easier than using other platforms. And we have signed an agreement with a card company. The name is called TACC. And right now we are talking with them if they could have a window to accept international cards. So if that is completed and international cards are accepted, those in Trinidad and Tobago and any other country can just log in into the website and use their card to make payments, and we will directly fund them their TACC wallet once they successfully make that payment. Because we have a pool that will we house Bitcoin, which will be paid directly into TACC Bitcoin account, then our admin will credit them directly. So we are working on that, and I just pray in the end of the day, the international card payment window will work out well for us, so that those of us that are finding it really difficult to buy Bitcoin will have it much more easier. So for now, this is my report, and I believe after my meeting with them, which comes up in the next 8 minutes or thereabouts, I will have more to give. Thank you very much, Mr. Abundance, and thank you, my global leaders.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bishop. All right, Mr. Prince, Prosperous Prince out of the UK. You know, this week I told I believe you had listened to that 30 minutes. I think it's the longest recording I've done in a while, 30-something minutes. And I made sure that I called your name. I said, you must be rolling over. You know, I said, Prince could have been an Eric Finman today, going around the world, speaking about what Bitcoin had made him. Yes, you could be on the platform around the world, being a champion for TACC. But now, I said, but now he's rolling over in remorse. In remorse. Welcome, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Abundant. And once again, I think I have reached the turning point in what's going on with TACC. I think you have stepped up your game 100%. The last few meetings and video, everybody has liked it. Not too much preaching, but straightforward in depth. So we are happy that everybody, you can call 20,000 people to listen on audio. It's what they see in it for themselves, yes. Right? Somebody can take away something. But the other thing that the way how you structured in the meeting for the past few weeks, breakdown. Everybody has to find a selling point which they can relate to.
Yes.
We've got many different ways how we can interest people to pique their interest. And I like the way how you're giving that in the presentation, even last week, how they can do it, what this person can take for it. And I'm also finding a lot of Asian community which can relate to that, and I'm reaching out to them. So therefore, you know, when you call everybody, no color, no race. It's for everyone. And they can relate to that. They can relate to that. So we're just moving forward and try and get as much signed up we can and just allow them. I mean, sometimes they will tell you, yeah, I want to sign up on whatever. You call them, okay, next week. But you have to just stay persistent, but do not let them feel like you're trying to rush them to come into something by the audio. The audio will say it for them. So, you know, we've been doing good and trying, you know, in the group, building, you know, little by little. And also, some of my investors here, I also been on the case because I noticed a few of them, they come in and they bring money to the table and do not bring nobody. And this is not the program for them.
Yes, that's
I have already told them, right? You have to be meaningful specific. It's not about you and it's not about me. It's about everybody.
That's right.
You do not just come on a program. And I even say to one of them, you must by next week even find £5 to give to someone.
Yes.
Right? £5 to give someone. Tell them why you're giving them £5. Even if they don't see the vision now, one day. Because I also tell them not to tell them that about money and it's not all about money, but to tell them where I'm coming from and where I reach. Right? And I feel like this is coming like another Bitcoin again. And that is why I cannot afford to make no stone unturned this time. I want to sit in the heart of TACC. That when it rises, the tide will rise with me. You understand me?
That's
it's
it. Thank
not
you.
about another It's not about another Prince and Adrian Hibbert. Again, you understand me? He rang me. He rang me last week, and I didn't answer. And then he texted me and he said, "I want to know what kind of cryptocurrency are you involved into?" And I didn't say it yet, but I said to him, "Have you seen what happened to our money in the bank?" Because last week in the UK, there is over how much 1,000 people could not get no money.
Yes, yes.
They went to the cash point and there was no money. And everybody started getting panic.
In Antigua too, a bank had that same issue with some of its ATM machine. That's correct.
Yes, yes, yes. I had and Marie went to the bank, and when she went there, she take the bank account. They said, "We can see the money in the bank. We can see the bank account money, but we can't see nothing on the system. It's all blank."
Yes.
It's all blank. And remember, the financial analyst said, people money are going to be disappeared.
Yes.
We don't know if it's going to be a next Greece. Remember?
Yeah, that's
a
correct.
Next Greece. So when I spoke to Adrian, he said to me, "Why do you think I've moved all of my money to cryptocurrency?"
That's it.
So that makes me start thinking.
Yes.
You understand me? It makes me start thinking. So, you know, we just have to do what we're going to do, and TACC is going to be what we want it to be.
That's correct. That's
Everybody do a little. Everybody. It's not about me watching this one or whatever. Everybody will do it together.
Must do a little.
And we will arrive in style.
Thank you very much. All right, Madam Cynthia, I think I saw you. There is somebody here near Monolo. I don't know who is that. If you have not, please indicate, please. I can't see everybody. The screen is small. Let me open my screen a little bit. Okay. Yes, did I see Madam Cynthia? Welcome. Let me open up your window there. Yes, one moment there. Did I close? Madam Cynthia, are you there? Okay, I think I had her muted. Okay. I don't know, Madam Cynthia. Okay, all right. Is there anyone else who have not said anything? Mr. Metro, are you there? Mr. Metro, Monica, who is Monica? Do we have a Monica? Oh yeah, Monica,
Hi.
That's right, Monica Umpa. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yes, welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. This is your first executive meeting with us. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. Tell us what is happening over there in Papua New Guinea.
Sorry?
Yes, please let us know what is happening in your country. What is happening of the registration? How are they doing? How is the team? How is the executive body? Let us know what is happening over there.
Right, okay. I don't know what the others are doing, but I am recruiting people, and my downliners are also in recruiting people. We are also having problems with Bitcoin, but at least we have two people who we are buying Bitcoin from. The COVID thing is relaxing, so I am planning to have a meeting, with my downliners and other interested people here.
Okay. Are you guys have executive meeting online? Do the leader and everybody in the executive? There's no meeting.
No meeting.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Okay, but you do have what is it? Provincial leaders or region?
No, we don't have any. I don't. Yes, we have provincial leaders. Yes.
Okay, and so how do they get information?
I think it's only through WhatsApp when you send out
But
information.
that's what I'm saying now. Okay, so there's not a coordinated meeting among the leaders. There's no meeting. Okay, all right. So I think that is something that needs to happen. That each country, once you have an executive in place, you must have, that level of meeting to strategize. I know that you all do a lot of things in the forum. I've seen it. But I think that it's also good that, just like I'm meeting with you guys, that you meet with your leaders as well. Yes, but I know a lot is happening over there. I see a lot of movement in the founding members. A lot of persons from Papua New Guinea invested, and so I know that that country is making its contribution. All right, is there anything else you want to say? And thank you for coming up early.
You.
Thank you for coming early. I know it's about what is it? What is it? Is it 3 or 4, 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
Well, actually, I was half an hour late. But I think it's about 5 o'clock now, or quarter to 5.
It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, good. Thank you. And
yes.
And we appreciate your effort. All right, Madam Cynthia,
thank you.
You're welcome. Are you going to greet the house? Mute himself has not been muted. Okay, Madam Cynthia, welcome. Okay, we're not hearing you. We're not hearing her. Did I unmute? Okay, let me see. No, I'm muting that one. Okay, it seems like Cynthia is having. Okay, no. Cynthia is jumping all over the place. Request control. Okay, you seem like we're having some issues with you, Madam Cynthia. Make a selection. Are you sure you want to? Okay, no. All right. Okay, is there anybody else that has not? Okay, I think. Okay, all right. I think we have gone to everyone who is on here. And so I want to thank each and every one of you again for attending. As I mentioned earlier, that we're introducing a system of bonuses for those persons who are really meaningful. And so effective the 14th, we will put that in place where persons that, were able to have a volume of $500 and above in a given week will be issued with a percentage apart from what you are now getting. Of course, you're getting 7% referral bonus, but I have upped the antics so that you can be motivated to bring more people in. And so I just want to thank each and every one of you. I'm not too sure if there will be a meeting next week. I'll be trying to get all these other meetings, the radio program that is coming on, testing. We have to look at the schedule. We have to begin to look at staffing and all that kind of things coming up. So next week, I'm not too sure if I will have a meeting. Yes, so we want to thank each and every one of you again, and continue to do what you do. TACC is going uphill. Thank you very much. Until next week.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Starting.
This is like the first time I'll be singing in my choir. So, oh, John, sorry. Because